Welcome back again for another session of biological classification. In the previous class, we have discussed about the classification. We are discussing actually about the classification of the fungi. Within that, we have discussed concerning with respect to the classification of Phycomycetes, right? The class Phycomycetes. In today's class, we will discuss about Ascomycetes. So remember, the Ascomycetes are commonly known as what? They are commonly known as sac fungi. The Ascomycetes are commonly known as sac fungi. So these sac fungi, which are having the septate branched mycelium. So the sac fungi, it possesses septate branched mycelium. They are usually saprophytic, which are commonly like a decomposing parasitic fungi. They come the Ascomycetes, or the members of Ascomycetes are saprophytic, decomposing, some are decomposing, right? So saprophytic, decomposing, then decomposers, in other words we may call it as decomposers. Parasitic, few are parasitic in nature, parasitic, or carpophilous or coprophilous. So what exactly mean by coprophilous? I mentioned when I was explaining with respect to the general characteristics. Keratinophilous, carpophilous. So what exactly mean by carpophilous? So coprophilous, which simply means they are the type of fungi which used to grow in dung, right? So they are which are leading to the formation of humus, alva. So coprophilous anta normal agi heltino. Like that, they might be, if at all we look into their the mode of nutrition anta bandaga, saprophytic, they used to grow on the dead organisms. They are acting as a responsible for decomposing. For that sake, they might be decomposers, and along with that, they are parasitic, which simply means they are going to present over the other organism for the purpose of shelter as well as for the purpose of the food. And coprophilous antandre, they are the type of fungi used to grow over the cow dung, right? So this is what all about the individual, what we are going to call it as the nutrition. Especially these Ascomycetes, they are going to produce, why actually these are called as sac fungi. They characteristically, they are going to produce a special sac or the ascus during the process of sexual reproduction. So the sacs or the ascus, we call, for that process, those are the type of sexual spores. For that sake only, we are going to call them as the sac fungi. Before going to that, let me explain concerning with respect to the mode of reproduction. The reproduction is by both asexual and sexual type. The process of reproduction is by both asexual and sexual type. So especially once we look into the asexual reproduction, the asexual reproduction, as in case of Ascomycetes, is by the production of conidia. So what exactly mean by this? What exactly the meaning of, in other words, these conidia are produced in a specialized structure called as conidiophore. The specialized structure, what we are going to call it as conidiophore. These conidia are, this is important for me, these conidia are exospores. So there are two technical terminologies like endospores and exospores. So as I mentioned in the when I was explaining with respect to the sexual reproduction, when I was explaining with respect to the phycomycetes, right? So consider there will be the presence of mycelium. ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಇದು ಒಂದು ಹೈಫೆ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಹೈಫೆ ಮೇಲಿದೆ ಏನು ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತದಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಪೊರಾಂಜಿಯೋಫೋರ್. So what exactly mean by four? Four, which simply means the stalk, right? The stalk which possesses the sporangium is what we are going to call it as, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನಾವು, ಸ್ಪೊರಾಂಜಿಯೋಫೋರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. So this sporangiophore, it contains number of what? The spores. They are haploid, non-motile, asexual spores. So I was explaining with respect to this exospores and endospores. My intention is this is a sporangia, sporangium, and it is a sporangiophore. That's what we have learnt in the previous classes. So this is the mycelium, and absolutely the enta condition rido, since there is no cross wall, it is cenocytic condition, right? But in case of ascomycetes, it is septate. There is no cenocytic condition here. So some septate and it will be branched, but it is a structure which is concerning with respect to the phycomycetes. So here the spores which are here, these spores are produced inside the sporangium. This is a sporangial wall. It is the sporangial wall, right? So the spores which are produced inside the sporangium, we call such spores as endospores. We call such spores as what? Endospores. But as in case of the penicillium, remember, as in case of penicillium, this is the conidiophore, this is the branched septate hyphae, what we are going to call it as, or the mycelium, what we are going to call it as, this is conidiophore. Over the conidiophore there will be the presence of production of the conidia. ಸೊ ಇದು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕಾಣ್ತದಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದೀಪಾವಳಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಮನಿ ಹೊಡ್ಯಾಕ ಜಾಡು ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ ಟೈಪ್ ಕಾಣ್ತದ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಈ ಫೋಟೋ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ತೆಗೆದ್ವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಸ ಹೊಡ್ಯಾಕ ಕಸಬರಿಗೆ ಕಾಣ್ತೈತೆ, ಹೌದಲ್ಲ? ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್. ಸೊ ಇದು ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ mycelium of the penicillium, which is a member of ascomycetes, right? So here the spores are exogenously produced outside. There is no certain wall like here. So anta spores ಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ? Exogenous spores. Exospores are exogenous spores. The spores which are produced outside. Clear? The spores which are produced inside the sporangium, they are endogenous spores. Is that clear? So phycomycetes like rhizopus, it is going to produce endogenous spores. The ascomycetes members like penicillium, it is going to produce the exogenous spores. So those exogenous spores are nothing but what? The conidia. So what exactly mean by conidia? The conidia are asexually produced, exogenously produced asexual spores. What are conidia? The conidia are exogenously produced asexual spores of fungi. Right, so that's how the process of the asexual reproduction. And absolutely these conidia, in other words, we are going to call them as conidiospores, right? So these conidia on germination produces another mycelium of the penicillium. That's how the asexual reproduction it will be carried out. But in case of, when if at all we are going to talk about the sexual reproduction, the sexual reproduction, it will be carried out by the process of production of or endogenously produced ascospores. The sexual reproduction, it will be carried out by endogenously produced ascospores. So these endogenously andre they are produced inside the sac like structure. ಸಿಂಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಸ್ಕೈ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ಸಿಂಗ್ಯುಲರ್. So this individual, this is a plural, asci is a plural. So ascospore which have been produced here, ascospore, what is this? This is the sexual spore of Ascomycetes. The asci is a plural one. So number of asci are produced inside the sac-like structure. From that individual ascospore, the process. You can say, sir, how actually the sexual reproduction it will be carried out? Now kaltidivi henge the sexual reproduction, ಎರಡು ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆದವು, ಎರಡು ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೋಗ್ಯಾಮಿ, ರೈಟ್? then what? Karyogamy, right? Then meiosis in zygote. That's how the sexual reproduction proceed ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಈ ಮೂರು ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಝೈಗೋಟ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗ್ತವಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಡಾಟರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಯಾವಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದ ascospores, the asci. They are on germination of those asci, they will give rise to the haploid member, that is absolutely ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ meiosis ಆಗ್ಯದ. So which leads to the process of the colonization of the penicillium. So example ಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಈಗ ಎಲ್ಲಿರ್ತದ, ಅದ್ರ ಕಾಮನ್ ನೇಮ್ ಏನು, ಅದ್ರ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತದ, ಅದ್ರ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ತಗೊಂತದ, ಅದ್ರ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೆಂಗಾಯ್ತು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ನಮಗೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ example concerning with respect to the member of Ascomycetes are like, you can write it down, the penicillium, become very penicillium, example penicillium, in other words the yeast, ಇದನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ, penicillium, yeast, then aspergillus, neurospora, so these are the very good example concerning with respect to the Ascomycetes. So that's what the penicillium, aspergillus, marcella, there are several organisms what we are going to find. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೇನಾಯ್ತು, ಇದು ಥಿಯರಾಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ ನೀಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಹೌದಾ? ಇದು ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು ಆಲ್. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೀಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಹೋಗೋಣಂತೀಗ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೀಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡೆಪ್ತ್, ವಾಟ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಅರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್. So the first and foremost we will concentrate on this, that is they are having the branched septate hyphae, branched septate mycelium, right? Next actually yangappa question, what kind of question, how can we we can expect what kind of how can the question can be framed ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ like among the following which organism is having branched septate mycelium or branched septate hyphae ಕೆಳಗೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ ಒಂದೇ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಎ ದೊಳಗೆ 3 ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 3 ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಬಿ ದೊಳಗೆ 3 ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಸಿ ದೊಳಗೆ 3 ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಡಿ ದೊಳಗೆ 3 ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿ ಡಿ ಒಳಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರತೈತೆ ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಒಂದು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅದು ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಲೀಡ್ ಯು ಟು ದ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಸೊ ಯಾವ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆರ್ಗನಿಸಮ್ ಇರಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ if at all in case of here the yeast remember as I have mentioned I hope you can't ankonidini nanu yeast is the important for NEETA the only unicellular fungi it is very very important for many competitive examination. The yeast is the only unicellular fungi and it is absolutely eukaryotic one, right? Eukaryotic agada, unicellular agada. Though it is eukaryotic, though it is unicellular, but it is not included in the protista. Alva? Protista it has unicellular eukaryotic organism. Though it is unicellular, though it is eukaryotic, but it is included in fungi, not in the what we are going to call as protista, as because of the mode of nutrition. This individual organism is saprophytic in nutrition. This yeast it is going to carry out the process of asexual reproduction by the process called as budding. The yeast it will proceed the process, I mean to say it will carry out the process of asexual reproduction by the budding process. By producing a bud it is going to carry out the asexual reproduction. So the scientific name of yeast, popularly what we are going to call it as the Saccharomyces cerevisiae, is a very well known yeast which will be utilized in fermentation process, which will be used in a fermentation process like preparation of alcoholic beverages na production ಮಾಡಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ the yeast play a very important role. The yeast also play a very important role in the preparation of bread or bakery items. Clear? So that's how it is having a certain economic importance, and along with that the yeast it is a unicellular and it is a eukaryotic member of fungi. Clear? Member of fungi and member of this class, that is Ascomycetes. Question can be asked like yeast belongs to, ಈ type simple ಆಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ question we can expect in CET examinations. So ನೆನಪಿಡ್ರಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬದಲಿನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂರೋಸ್ಪೋರಾ. So this neurospora it is commonly known as the Drosophila of plant kingdom. Especially there are certain confusions. ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಈಗ ನಾವು ಜೋಕರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಕಿಂಗ್ಡಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಯಾವ ಆರ್ಗನಿಸಮ್ ಕರೆದ್ವಿ? We called the what we are going to call it as jokers of plant kingdom as which organisms? Which organisms are popularly known as jokers of plant kingdom? Absolutely, ಯಾವುದು? ಮೈಕೋಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ನಾನು ಪಾರಿದ್ರೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. So but these organisms ಯಾವುವು? The Neurospora, which is a member of the fungi, which is a member of Ascomycetes, it is known as Drosophila of plant kingdom. ಯಾಕೆ? earlier the fungi were included in the plant kingdom before 5 kingdom classification till 1969. So they were included in the plant kingdom. ಯಾವುದು? The Neurospora. For that reason they are commonly known as the what we call it as Drosophila of plant kingdom. Especially there are certain work that has been put forward, especially which have been worked over the Neurospora, that is one gene one enzyme hypothesis. There are certain work that has been implemented from this neurospora. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಸರು ಕೊಟ್ಟರು one gene one enzyme hypothesis. hypothesis ಅಂದ್ರೆ assumption ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ hypothetical theories ಬರ್ತಾವೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮುಂದೆ, ಕೆಮಿಯಾಸ್ಮಾಟಿಕ್ ಹೈಪೋಥೆಸಿಸ್ ಅಂತಂದು ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣಂತ ಆ ವರ್ಡ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ. ಸೊ ಒನ್ ಜೀನ್ ಒನ್ ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ ಹೈಪೋಥೆಸಿಸ್ ಎದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾರ, ನ್ಯೂರೋಸ್ಪೋರಾ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಆಸ್ಕೋಮೈಸೆಟಿಸ್ ಫಂಗಲ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಸರ್ಟನ್, ಇಫ್ ಅಟ್ ಆಲ್ ವಿ ಲುಕ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ member of the Ascomycetes again, there are certain many edible species they are belong to Ascomycetes, edible fungi, they are belonging to the individual member of Ascomycetes. So this is what all about the Ascomycetes. Next we will shift for another concept. Now we will shift for the another concept, that is Basidiomycetes. So this Basidiomycetes Basidiomycetes are commonly known as the club fungi. ನಾ ಯಾಕೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ನೇಮ್ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ನೇಮ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ Basidiomycetes are commonly known as the club fungi, mushrooms, basket fungi, and so on. So the common name of Basidiomycetes are mushroom, basket fungi, then the club fungi or the puff fungi, puff fungi. These are the common names concerning with respect to the Basidiomycetes. These Basidiomycetes, they are most advanced type of fungi, having a mycelia which are with a branched septate hyphae, then which are multicellular, right? So these are most advanced fungal fungi with branched septate multi-nucleated hyphae. These are our mycelium. So these are most advanced compared to the Phycomycetes, Ascomycetes, among them, and even Deuteromycetes. This Basidiomycetes is most advanced type. They are usually found in the soil, on the lags or tree stumps. They are usually found in soil and soil on the lags and tree trunks. They are usually living as a parasitic organism. They are found in soil on lags, tree trunks and they live as parasitic. ಈಗ ಈ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಿಮಗೆ ನೆನಪು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು ಯಾವ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಯಾವುದು? ಮಶ್ರೂಮ್. ನಾಯಿ ಕೊಡಿ ತಿಪ್ಪಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೆಳೀತದ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅದು ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಕಡೆ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತದಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ at the base of the plant there are certain growth of certain mushrooms, like there are several ornamental, edible, poisonous mushrooms are there in the world. Poisonous mushrooms ಇದಾವು, ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿಯೆಸ್ಟ್ mushrooms ಇದಾವು, edible mushrooms are the members of Basidiomycetes, and along with that there are certain members which are harmful, which are edible, and few are ornamental, like which are exclusively grown for the decoration purpose. which are exclusively grown for their decorative purpose. Like they are going to live as a parasite. Example, like rusts, smuts. ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನೀವು ರಸ್ಸು ಸ್ಮಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಜೋಳದ ಗಿಡ ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀರಿ ನೀವು ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಆ ಜೋಳದ ಗಿಡ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತದ, ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೈತಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಹಿಂಗ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಇಷ್ಟು ದಪ್ಪ ಏನಿರ್ತೈತಿ, ಬಡ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೈತಿ, ಹೌದಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ಡ್, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೊನೊಕಾಟಿಲೆಡಾನ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಅನ್ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಇರ್ತದ, ಬಹಳ ತೆಳ್ಳಗಿರ್ತದ. ಸೊ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದಟ್ ಬ್ರಾಂಚಸ್ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಕಲರ್ ಲೀಫ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಡ್ ವೆನೇಷನ್ ಇರ್ತದ. ಸೊ ಆ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಕಲರ್ ಲೀಫ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್, ಅದ್ರ ವೆಜಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಷನ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಲೀಫ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ರೆಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ಪ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ಗ್ರೋ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಜೋಳ ಗಿಡ ಯಾರು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಗೊಂಜಾಳ ಗಿಡ ಯಾರು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀರ. ಆ ರೆಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ಪ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ದ ರಸ್ಟ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ ದ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ದ ಫಂಗಲ್ ಕಂಟ್ಯಾಮಿನೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಫಂಗಲ್ ಕಂಟ್ಯಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೈಟ್ ಬಿ ದ ಸೀಡ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್, ಸೀಡ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಕೂಡಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಇಟ್ ಮೈ ಬಿ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್, ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಒಳಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಒಳಗಿದ್ದನೇ ಹೋಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟಿಗೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೀಡ್ ಒಳಗೇನೆ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಅದು ಸೀಡ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಫಂಗಲ್ ಕಂಟ್ಯಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಕಂಟ್ಯಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು. Is that clear? So as a result, we are going to find certain red patches over the green leaf. Those red patches are nothing but the colonies of fungi, which are acting as the parasite over the plants. Clear? So that's how we can know. And along with that, there are certain organisms like Fucsinia. ಯಾವುದು ನೀವು ಇನ್ನೊಂದೇನೆ ಮೂಲಂಗಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ, ಹೌದಾ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಲೀಫ್ ಯೂಶಲಿ ಕನ್ಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಮಂದಿ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಏನೋ ರ್ಯಾಡಿಶ್ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ವೈಟ್ ಕಲರ್ ಏನೋ ಬೇರೆ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಲೀಫ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ at the back of the leaf there are certain white patches. Those white patches are due to the contamination of the members of the Basidiomycetes. So they are acting, they are leading their life over the leaf as what? The parasitic organisms. So this is about the nutrition concerning with respect to the Basidiomycetes. As I mentioned, they are having the mycelium which is the septate and it is branched one, right? So they are leading their life as a parasitic on the plants. The asexual reproduction is mainly by the, remember, reproduction by both asexual and sexual type. Asexual reproduction ಬರ್ಬೋದು. Asexual reproduction is mainly by fragmentation. Is mainly by fragmentation and usually asexual spores are absent. Unlike in Phycomycetes, spores production ಅದು ಸ್ಪೊರಾಂಜಿಯೋಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಇನ್ನು ಆಸ್ಕೋಮೈಸಿಟೀಸ್ ಕೊನಿಡಿಯಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ ಅಸೆಕ್ಷುಯಲ್ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ನೆನಪಿಡ್ರಿ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸು ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟು. ಸ್ಪೊರಾಂಜಿಯೋಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಫೈಕೋಮೈಸಿಟೀಸ್, ಕೊನಿಡಿಯಾ ಇನ್ ಆಸ್ಕೋಮೈಸಿಟೀಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬೆಸಿಡಿಯೋಮೈಸಿಟೀಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಅಸೆಕ್ಷುಯಲ್ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಹೆಂಗಾಗ್ತದ, ಫ್ರಾಗ್ಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಇದ್ದ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಯಾವ ಟೈಪ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಫ್ರಾಗ್ಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್? ದ ಫ್ರಾಗ್ಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಕಾಲನಿ, ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಕಾಲನಿ ಆರ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಮೈಸೀಲಿಯಂ. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಮೈಸೀಲಿಯಂ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಬೈ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟಲ್ ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟು, ಬೈ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟು, ಅವೆರಡು ಮೈಸೀಲಿಯಮ್ಮು ಕಟ್ ಆಯಿತು, ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್, ನಿಮಗೆ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗಕತ್ತೈತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ದಿಸ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ branched septate hyphae, what we are going to find here, alva. So by chance ಈ particular portion ಕಟ್ ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, by chance this portion is deducted or fragmented from the main branch, this will grow as a new individual organism. That's how the asexual reproduction it will be carried out by fragmentation. Clear? But there is no what? Production of asexual spores, unlike the Phycomycetes and the Ascomycetes. In the Basidiomycetes there is a asexual reproduction is usually not found. If at all it is found, it will be by the fragmentation. But ಆ fragmentation process ಗೆ ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, we are going to call that fragmentation process as the vegetative reproduction ಅಂತಾನೂ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಇದನ್ನ. So absolutely the vegetative reproduction is a type of asexual reproduction, of course. For that sake only I have mentioned it in a asexual reproduction. So asexual reproduction absent ಇದ್ರೆ ಯಾಕೆ absent ಆಗಿದಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ because of the there is no production of asexual spores. If at all it has to carry out by the asexual mode, by it will be carried out only through the fragmentation. ಅದು ಆಗಲೇಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ vegetative reproduction or the asexual reproduction carried out by the fragmentation process. That's how the asexual reproduction it will be produced. But once we look into the sexual reproduction, sexual reproduction in the Basidiomycetes, here the sex organs are absent, but plasmogamy is going to occur through the fusion of two somatic cells of two different strains, which results in a dikaryotic condition, which will give rise to the basidium. Then there will be the process what we are going to call it as the karyogamy. The karyogamy, which is fusion of those individual nucleus, which result in the what we are going to call it as meiosis in the basidium, which produces the basidiospores. So especially in case of the what we are going to call it as the Basidiomycetes, nodri sexual reproduction ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟ್ರಿಕಿ ಅದ ಇಲ್ಲ. Sexual reproduction in Basidiomycetes, ಇಲ್ಲಿ sex organs are absent. That means what? There is no gamete production, ಅಲ್ವಾ? sex organs ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ gamete production ಆಗಲ್ಲ. But sexual reproduction ಆಗ್ತದೆ. How? ಹೆಂಗಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, the plasmogamy, I don't explain what exactly mean by plasmogamy again. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ sexual reproduction explanation ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? So the plasmogamy occurs due to the fusion of two somatic cells. Somatic cells are nothing but the common vegetative cells or common body cells of the Basidiomycetes. So as a result of idondu somatic cell which has undergone the process of plasmogamy, which leads to the formation of the dikaryon condition, alva? ಎರಡು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಒಂದೇ ಸೆಲ್, ಡೈಕ್ಯಾರಿಯನ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಆಯ್ತು. then if at all dikaryon formation ಆಗೈತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ process ಯಾವುದು? there will be the karyokinesis, right? So the karyokinesis which is the karyokinesis which is going to occur in the individual member of the basidiomycetes, or the what we are going to call it as the fusion of two different strains somatic cells agiralla. So that will give rise to what? The basidium. So the karyogamy leads to the production of basidium. So ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಈಗ? ಎರಡು ಸೊಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈನ್ಸ್, ಎರಡು ಸೊಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್, ಎರಡು ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಇನ್ ಸೊಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆದವು. ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಡೈಕ್ಯಾರಿಯನ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಆ ಡೈಕ್ಯಾರಿಯನ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಯೋಗ್ಯಾಮಿ. ಈ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಯೋಗ್ಯಾಮಿ ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ದ ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ these two nucleus leads to the production of what? The basidium. ಇದೇನಿದು? This is the basidium. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನು ಅನ್ನಕತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, zygote ಅನ್ನಕತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, right? So this is a basidium. This basidium ಇದು haploid, ಇದು haploid. Ultimately basidium ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು? Diploid ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ? So this basidium undergoes meiosis. This basidium undergoes meiosis, leads to the production of basidiospores. Leads to the production of basidiospores. For that reason only these are known as what? The basidiomycetes. These basidia are produced in the what we are going to call it as the basidiocarps. That means what? There are certain specialized fruiting bodies, what we are going to call them as, and then these basidiospores or basidiocarps, basidias, ಈ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸಿನ basidias ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, are produced in specialized fruiting body called as basidiocarp. Specialized fruiting body, what we are going to call it as basidiocarp. That's how the individual sexual reproduction it will be carried out here. Example, you can write it as the mushroom which are edible. mushroom ಬರಿಬೋದು. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಬರೀರಿ, ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬರೀರಿ, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆಯಾಗತ್ತೀನಿ, ನಂದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಂಫರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದೇಳಿ. ಮಶ್ರೂಮ್, ರೈಟ್. ದೆನ್ ಉಸ್ಟಿಲಾಗೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಉಸ್ಟಿಜಿ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೀಸೀಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಉಸ್ಟಿಲಾಗೋ ಉಸ್ಟಿಜಿ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕಾಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಮಟ್ ಇನ್ ಮೇಜ್. ಗೋವಿನ ಜೋಳದ ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಮಟ್ಸು ರಸ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು. ಜೋಳದ ಮೇಲೆ ರಸ್ಟು, ಗೋವಿನ ಜೋಳದ ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಮಟ್ ಅಂತಂದು ಹೇಳಿ. ಸ್ಮಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಮೇಜ್, ರೈಟ್. ಉಸ್ಟಿಲಾಗೋ, ಮಶ್ರೂಮ್, ಉಸ್ಟಿಲಾಗೋ, and you can also write the Fuchsinia graminis. It is going to cause a black spot disease over the wheat. Wheat ಮೇಲೆ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸ್ಪಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ರಸ್ಟ್ ಓವರ್ ದ ವೀಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವುದು? ಉಸ್ಟಿಲಾಗೋ, ಸಾರಿ, ದ ಫಕ್ಸಿನಿಯಾ ಗ್ರಾಮಿನಿಸ್ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಕಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಹೌ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕಾಲ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಕನ್ಸರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಕನ್ಸರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ದ basidiomycetes. Example ನೆನಪಿಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದು ಮಶ್ರೂಮು, ಉಸ್ಟಿಲಾಗೋ, ಫಕ್ಸಿನಿಯಾ. Is that clear? So this is what all about the ascomycetes and the basidiomycetes. Write on the homework. Explain the sexual reproduction in basidiomycetes. Explain the sexual reproduction in basidiomycetes. explain the sexual reproduction in basidiomycetes. Then what are the common name for ascomycetes and basidiomycetes? What are the common name for ascomycetes and basidiomycetes? Write the differences between ascomycetes and basidiomycetes. Write the difference between ascomycetes and basidiomycetes. Then write the difference between phycomycetes and ascomycetes. Write the difference between phycomycetes and ascomycetes. Then draw a neat label diagram of mushroom. Draw a neat label diagram of mushroom. Remember, the scientific name of mushroom is agaricus. Agaricus is a scientific name. So this is what all about today's session. We'll meet in the next session. Thank you so much.